good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Michael Eric Dyson is one of these, some of you guys can say black boule guys. I don't know if I would consider him that. He's definitely a black academic, very similar to his nemesis Cornel West, who was from my hometown of Sacramento, California. And both of these guys are super educated, allegedly super pro-black, super left-leaning. The black woman is the leader kind of guys. You know, definitely these guys that nobody, black men don't respect guys like Cornel West and Michael Eric Dyson for the most part. We think these guys are simps, okay? And Michael Eric Dyson is a hypocrite, all right? Now, first of all, he's always talking about the legacy of white supremacy and what is racist and what is not racist. He's also a black male basher too, by the way. At the same time, Michael Eric Dyson has numerous allegations of harassment of women. He had to leave Georgetown University because of it. There are many women, both white and black, I believe, who have come against Michael Eric Dyson with these allegations. And not to mention that Michael Eric Dyson is a licensed minister and he's married. So he's a thirsty guy, all right? Recently, he came on, had a debate with Representative Nancy Mace out of South Carolina.
That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
Oh, so now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't a
BS.
racist.
That is complete.
No, you don't
BS.
have to intend racism to accomplish
you are intending that
your
I'm
disrespect
racist,
of Kamala Harris
that is
part and parcel of a tradition of disrespect.
Why can't you just,
Congresswoman? Why can't you just?
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm telling you what the practice is.
You are. You absolutely are.
Now, after this, he then took a photo with her, got in the DMs, talking about how they look good together and everything like that, right? And this is exactly, you know, what was going on and what happened and all of this. So he ended up getting exposed.
I would like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji.
Without
then
objection.
The guy says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala. And if we're going to have that standard, you got to hold it to both sides, not just one or the other.
Now, this was, the clip that I'm going to play right now. This is what actually Michael Eric Dyson was putting out to black women. Like, this is the simping that he was doing. It is insane. Let me show you what he was actually talking about, how much he loved black women, and at the same time, he's trying to get these white cheeks in the inbox.
Just a love note for black women this morning, for little girls, for aunties, for grandmothers, for wives, for partners, for lovers, for teachers, ditch diggers, engineers, around the way girls, to presidential candidates. We black men who have too often failed you, who have too often not said the right thing at the right time, who have been vulnerable to the claim that we have forgotten what you have done for us, the magnificence of your service to our people, the beauty and power of your spirit at times when we flagged. We remember all the remarkable things you have done and beg your forgiveness for us not standing up for you when times were tough or when no one else was in the room to defend you, to assert the legitimacy and validity of your personhood. Please forgive us. But no more will that occur. And so the other night, Keith Boykin and I were on CNN trying to be respectful to the congresswoman who insisted upon mispronouncing Kamala Harris. Do you call Melania? Do you call Ivanka? Then call Kamala. Then call Vice President Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris. And soon, we pray and hope and work that you will call her President Kamala Harris. So this is a note to put on notice anybody who would come for us, who would try to stain the reputation or besmirch the character of black women, not only the Kamala Harrises of the world, but the Shaniquas and the Jackies and the Renees and whoever else a black woman happens to be and whatever else her name happens to be. We will stand tall for them. Not you unprincipled harridans, you people who assault the legitimacy of our black womanhood. More than 20 years ago, in 2003, I wrote a book called Why I Love Black Women. It wasn't a thing. It wasn't black women magic. It wasn't black boy joy. This was before there was a trend. So I've been doing this. I've been on the front line of defending black women. I have been on the front line of saying that despite our imperfections as black men, despite the ways I have personally hurt or harmed any human being who happens to be a black woman on this earth, despite all of that, what I have always understood is the principled deference to their power and their spirit.
You guys see that, right? The lady exposed this guy, and brother Tariq Nasheed, okay, I had to play this because somebody called in the Twitter space and they wanted to know how he felt, and so Tariq Nasheed obliged.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about Michael Eric Dyson.
Oh Lord, yeah. Oh God.
Can you speak on that?
Yeah. Family, did y'all see it was a white woman, Michael Eric Dyson, they were having some kind of debate or whatever. What is this white woman? She's some kind of politician. And I think they were doing the whole don't call her Kamala, call her Kamala. And if you don't call her Kamala, it's racist to not call her Kamala. It was that bull. And the white woman busted Michael Eric Dyson out. She was like, I got text messages of you trying to flirt with me, where they took a picture together and then Michael was like, oh, we look good together. And he's giving kissy emojis to her. And it's like, boy, she did a whole Karen bust out on him. And he was out here trying to explain. Well, the thing about it wasn't like that. I tell you, it was an innocent picture. And I was just talking about the dichotomy of her and I debating each other. And then we can come together amicably. And I mean, using all his big words. And it was really a lot of explaining. Yeah, it was explaining on 10. Because remember, he was the one trying to justify, people not really feeling that Ketanji Brown, and he tried to make it seem like they just mad at the black men are hating on her because she got a white man, and she got a white man because we didn't step up. It was that kissing nonsense. See, the thing is, a lot of your black men, she got her a white man because you couldn't understand and appreciate her chocolate charm and her dark skin deliciousness and her caramel cuteness and all that old janky boule babble he does. So now he done got busted out lusting after this white woman. So did he want some of her vanilla vivaciousness and her crispy Karenness and her, did he want that? He wants some vanilla vivaciousness? Come on, use some big words for that, Michael Eric Dyson. Use some big words for that. Her luscious headlights. Come on, man. What? Give us some big words for that one. Her whimsical whiteness and her cute creaminess and her appetizing alabaster skin. And come on now. Give me a break. Michael Eric Dyson. Lord, he got his wake-up call.
So let me just say this. I really want to talk about this so much. And this is why I don't even like having arguments with the brothers that are black Democrats. I don't like getting into arguments with that. I had to block one dude, one stalker dude. He's a black Democrat, and all he does, one of these silly subscribers, they just stalk you all the time, right? And the reality is a lot of those guys are like Michael Eric Dyson. On one hand, they're so pro-black, then at the same time, they cry white supremacy, at the same time defending somebody's ability to get with a white man, which is what Michael Eric Dyson did it with, I think, Ketanji Brown and her white husband. He was defending that, talking about, well, you black men are not good enough to deal with somebody like that. But at the same time, we find out that at that same interview that you're talking about how this white woman is racist, or you're insinuating that she has racist tendencies, you're trying to basically get in her cheeks. If she would have been like, well, let's hook up and go to the bar tonight, you would have been down, okay? Because most of them are fake. When the cameras are on, you're pro-black. After that, you got Diddy Lube and you're clapping it up. It's ridiculous, family. And that's why I don't trust them. I do not trust them. Those wokety woke blacks, and I just can't deal with them. That's why I don't live anywhere near them, all right? Love you from afar. I don't want to talk to you and engage you in any black political discussions about any of them. My mind is made up. I don't want to talk to y'all. I've already seen what the calamity is that y'all have voted for the last 60 years. It's not up for debate. We don't need to talk about you Negroes. We have nothing to talk about. I'm sorry, okay? We have zero to talk about. You guys are, like my brother said out in Dallas, you guys are down bad, man. You guys are down bad. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Serve the bell. We're out.